This is the Whole Care Network. Helping you tell your story one podcast at a time. Content presented in the following podcast is for information purposes only. Views and opinions expressed in this podcast are solely those of the host and guest and may not represent the views and opinions of the Whole Care Network. Always consult with your physician for any medical advice, and always consult with your attorney for any legal advice. And thank you for listening to the Whole Care Network.
Hey, sweetie. This is Isabel with Time to Care, the Caregivers podcast, and I am your host for today. This week, we're starting a 30-day self-care, so today I will be talking about that. Let's get started. This month is my birthday, and I decided to do 30 days of self-care. The reason for that is that first of all, it is my birthday month, and I like doing something special for my birthday every year. And this year, I decided to take care of myself and take care of my mental health and take care of me. I'm doing this because I have noticed that I need self-care, and I think we all need self-care in some point of our lives. So why not do 30 days in which I completely focus on taking care of myself? The second reason I want to do this is because mom is visiting me, and I think it would be a great idea for us to be together and do 30 days of self-care together. I actually think it is an amazing idea when you share these kind of activities with someone that you love, because the journey is better. And the third reason I want to do this is because I want to share with everybody something for my birthday month. So I'm sharing this on social media, and if you're not following me on social media, I'm inviting you to do so. You can do so at Tumcoeur, TUMCOEUR, on Instagram or on Facebook, and you can follow me there, and you will have access to one activity for the 30 days of self-care. When my team and I were planning these 30 days of self-care, we were thinking about activities that we would like to do. And at the beginning, we were thinking about very specific ideas. Someone came with the idea of having this almond coconut cookie from a very specific store. And obviously, there's people that are allergic to almonds, so that wouldn't be inclusive. And there's people that probably don't like almonds or don't like cookies or don't like coconut or whatever it is. So we turn all these sort of ideas into more inclusive ones, and everybody shared something. Even mom shared ideas of what she would like to do during this time. I found this activity to be very, very fulfilling, at least for me, and I hope for everybody else, because we were just brainstorming ideas of what we would like to do. And it was a very fun activity because all of us were to share what self-care means to us. I want to invite you to do something similar. A few months ago, I started working on creating the ideal morning and night routines. And some people have very well-established routines for their mornings or for their evenings. But one of the things that I was reading during this time where I was rebranding my morning and evening routines was that we need to do something for ourselves when we are planning both our morning and evening routines. Many of us have morning and evening routines that are focused on getting everything ready for the day, for our loved ones, for our kids, for our parents, for work, but we don't pay attention to doing something for ourselves. That's a very good reason why we should be doing 30 days of self-care, because then we set ourselves to do something for us. And even if it's not part of your morning routine or your evening routine, it is a very good idea that you just take some time for yourself and to be with yourself and to pay attention to yourself. Also, during this time of researching about my morning and evening routines, I came across something that I've never heard before, which is that you need to pay attention during lunch break to your body. And by paying attention to your body, then you can actually take a break during that time. Pay attention to what your body is asking you to do. Give that to your body and have an extra push to finish the day amazingly. So some of the things that you can see during these 30 days of self-care, some of these activities are things that I usually do or that our team does in their morning or evening routines. These activities are part of what we do. I go for a walk every single morning. That's how I start my day. And it's very good for me to just start my day by paying attention to the environment and paying attention to the weather and paying attention to the sky. And now that the sunrise is coming up later in the day, I get to go out and enjoy the stars. And before that, I was enjoying the sunrises. So seeing all these wonders, you can correlate with many of this as part of your routines. It won't be helpful if you don't pay attention to the wonders life presents to you, because many times we live in a world in which we are just go, 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 and we don't stop to enjoy things in life. And part of the instructions, I was just recording a video for Instagram, and one of the things that I was telling my community is that when doing these activities, we actually need to pay attention to what we're doing. And each of these activities will be enjoyed with one of our senses. So for example, there will be times in which we will be using our sense of taste. So if we pay attention to the temperature of what we're putting in our mouths and the flavors and the consistency and how it feels and how it creates this pleasure in our mouths, then we will enjoy it more. And the experience will be greater than if we were just eating or drinking something. So for example, if we're going to eat our favorite food one day, first of all, you need to start thinking about what that food is. And some days our favorite food might be something sweet or something savory or something salty or something citrusy. I don't know. It could be anything. And it will all depend on what our body is asking us to eat that day or to consume that day. When we are doing these kinds of activities, we actually start paying a lot of attention to our bodies, and we start paying a lot of attention to what we really need. We pay attention to our cravings, and once we pay attention to those cravings, then we can give our bodies what they want. While doing these activities, there were very, very specific things, and those specific things regards to like our favorite food. So when we actually determine what that favorite food is going to be, then we start making a plan on how to get that food. Are we going to cook it? Are we going to buy it? Either or, if we're going to buy it or if we're going to cook it, then that requires certain time. If we pay attention, if we drive someplace to get the food, then we can start enjoying that. We can start enjoying and setting our intention to enjoy that food. So it's not just the moment in which you are enjoying that activity, all the other activities that set you to get there at that right moment. If you are being mindful and if you're paying attention to the whole environment, that will make the moment way more enjoyable than if you were just eating a cookie at a certain point of the day. The intention for these 30 days is to go beyond those activities. It's enjoying the whole thing and the whole experience to enjoy that. There will be an activity that is buying something for yourself, and that also requires a lot of thinking, and it's enjoying actually the whole process of thinking about something that you've been wanting for a long time and nobody has given to you that something. And then paying attention if you're going to Amazon and enjoying seeing the different options that there are. If you go to a store, enjoying the store, enjoying the smells, enjoying the environment, the music. And all of these comes together to make a very unique experience for you. There will be other activities that require movement. So when you move, if you start paying attention of how your body feels and how your body moves around with you and how you feel when you're having these movements, when you pay attention to the wind around you and other smells and the things that you're seeing during that morning walk or during that exercise. And when you pay attention to the music, either if it's music that you're putting in your ears from Spotify or just the music that nature gives us. Either way, it's part of the experience and it's part of paying attention to what we're doing. Other activities will be related to improving things that we already do. For example, if you're taking a shower, you might do that every single day, but it's very different taking a shower as we usually do than upgrading that experience. We don't turn or at least I don't turn candles on every single day that I take a shower. But when I want to have a very special shower and I want it to be quick because I'm running out of time or because I just don't want to spend an hour on a bath, I upgrade my shower and I turn candles on and I make my experience better. And part of that experience, maybe I can even buy a fancy soap and use it during that upgraded bath. Whatever it is, we can upgrade things, and paying attention to the whole environment actually makes the experience way more enjoyable than if we were just doing one thing and just getting on with that. So if you're joining me for these 30 days of self-care, I would invite you first to follow me on social media. By the end of these 30 days, I will be giving a special gift to whoever posts and tags us in our stories. So if you do that, you will have the chance to win something. Also, even if you were not the winner, you will have 30 days of experiencing life very differently. And I hope that by the end of these 30 days, you feel better about yourself. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. And follow me on social media and tag me if you're doing any activities for these 30 days of self-care. See you next time.
This is the Whole Care Network. Helping you tell your story one podcast at a time.